I'm Chris Schneider. Welcome to Lake TV's Classic Game of the Week. This basketball classic comes from early in 2022. It's the annual crosstown rivalry between Camdenton and Osage. The Indians off to a pretty good start to the season, 5-3, under Hall of Fame coach Craig Englebrect in his second season at Osage. Lakers coming in struggling, 1-7. Lakers, though, had won 3 of the last 4 against Osage in the series. We hope you enjoy this Lake TV Classic Game of the Week from January 4th, 2022, the annual on-court showdown between Camdenton and Osage.
All right, so it is time, Chris. Our two hometown big teams. You have Osage and Camdenton in our second live high school basketball game of the year. We're honored to be here with you. We thank you for tuning in. And unfortunately, Chris, we're probably going to have to stand.
Yeah, to see what we're going to
You can watch the
tip off here, man.
All right, so McLaughlin, he'll jump for Osage, and for Camdenton, they're going to have Aaron Page, the forward, jump for them. Camdenton controls the tip, and they start with it into the front court. Camdenton now cut off. Nice defense from Osage. And then a turnover stolen away. To the rack and scored. Osage, quick start. Drace with the basket. Camdenton, they don't want to find themselves behind big early. Osage, they play quick. It's one thing that head coach Campbell concerned, and another turnover here. They're second on 2 possessions.
Yeah, and that was one thing Coach Campbell was talking about before the game. We cannot turn the ball over. They're averaging 24 turnovers a game so far this season, and you just can't afford to do that.
McLaughlin all the way off the glass and good. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Little 4-0 start here for the hometown Indians.
Started out perfectly, just the way the Indians wanted to, and obviously just the opposite for Camdenton.
Yeah, Camdenton, they've got their work cut out for them here. Osage, they are fired up here at home in the early going tonight. Nice save right there. Camdenton going to maintain possession.
Good hands from that Osage defense are making things very difficult here early.
Outside the three-point attempt, no good, and out of play. Off the mark was Riley Webster, the junior. And so Osage, a 4-0 lead and possession.
He had a good look, though. You know, that's all you can ask for is to get a good open look like that, trying to knock those things down. That would have been a big hoop if he could have gotten it to go.
So 4-0 lead here. Camdenton will pressure in the front court. McLaughlin, no problem beating that press. Drace back to McLaughlin. He'll hold top of the key. Nice dish inside, off the glass and good. What vision from McLaughlin, and it's Talon Childs with the finish. A beautiful start here for the hometown Indians.
Wow, you can see the intensity from this Osage team.
Ooh, a lot of steps there. Nice finish. Cooper Barrett. Camdenton's on the board, 6:08 to play. Drace into the front court. Little hesitation. He'll be fouled on the floor. No shot. Your score 6-2. That time out in Drace. Drove, little hesitation. Chris shimmied the defense, and Osage has possession.
Yeah, good job the last time down from Camdenton. They take it down the lane, get that hoop, and they really needed that.
Outside now. Drace will hold. Pick up. Osage not in a real hurry here.
Good defense from the Lakers.
Very good. The three-point on the way and no good. Dalton Stecklin couldn't hit and pulled down for Camdenton.
Now the Lakers getting into their offense. Things settling down just a little bit here.
Nice entry. Off the glass, good finish, Oscar Robbins. Really good entry pass from Aaron Poage, the junior.
Yeah, nice pass down low. Camdenton's got a bit of a height advantage here, and they used it on that play.
Yeah, and Osage roared out to that 6-0 lead, but Camdenton, little mini 4-0 run, making a game here early. You don't want to see that score get out of control. Turnover. Here's Poage to the basket. Oh, my! Slam-a-jamma, we're tied 6-all. Deep pass from McLaughlin. Turns it over, not a smart pass, and Camdenton, all the momentum on a 6-0 run. Off the dunk, how about a three? Off the glass, offensive rebound, up and good. About this, Camdenton storming back. 8-6, 8 consecutive points. Osage needs to compose themselves here, Chris.
Yeah, that was a good offensive rebound and putback. I believe that was Cooper Barrett with that bucket. And 8 in a row for the Lakers now.
McLaughlin top of the key now. Trey, that's deflected and rebounded. Grant Steen wanted the deep one. Camdenton will push. Poech from the corner, and he splashes that home. Just a 2, and Aaron Poech caps an 11-0 Osage run, and Camdenton takes an Ozark Holmes timeout. We'll be back after this. 4:09 left, a game that saw the Indians jump out in front 6-0, but it's all Camdenton the last half quarter, Chris.
Boy, they picked up some real confidence in the last couple of minutes after the terrible start. And it started with defense. The Lakers defense has stepped up.
Three-pointer off the mark from Drace. McLaughlin offensive rebound and puts it back. They needed that, Chris.
Yes, they did. McLaughlin is the leader of this team. He was the leader on the football team, and same thing with basketball. Nice bucket for the Indians there.
Entry and deflected. Steen says, not here, not now. 3:35 left, back to a 3-point game. Camdenton maintains possession on the inline.
Yeah, good hands from Steen down low, knocking that ball away.
Entry pass. Good defense back inside. Hands everywhere, but nice strong move and finish. Oscar Robbins, his second basket.
Wow. I want to say Oscar Robertson almost with that guy, right?
Yeah, been impressive. His first 2 shots, little spin move, left hand. Robbins says no, sir. He gets the basket on the other end, swats it. Camdenton, 13-2 run, Chris, and they are excited on that bench.
Wow, how about this Robbins kid? He's like looking like an all-star here tonight. He's a sophomore.
Stands 6'5", and he is long.
Wow.
He's going to be fun to watch over the next 2.5 seasons. Cordula into the game for Osage now. He holds over to Drace. Drace off the Cordula screen for 3 off the mark. Drace forcing the issue here just a little bit in the first.
Wow, these Lakers have really settled down since that poor start.
Robbins, a little ball fake and pass, and the shot is good. Aaron Pogue with the finish.
Nice shot from Pogue.
Steen now to Drace. Nice pass off the window and good. Nice body control from Drace. He finishes back to a 5-point game, 15-10.
Drace and McLaughlin both with 4 points for Osage.
Steal for Drace the other way off the glass. Alton Drace back-to-back baskets, pulls the Indians back to within 3.
Huge.
2:20 left in the first. Camdenton won't wait. It's going to be a foul on the floor. Osage will inbound from the baseline.
I believe the Lakers will keep it. And have you noticed the difference with the Lakers offense when they aren't turning it over? Man, they've looked good tonight, but their problem is turning the ball over, and that's been their problem all year.
Yeah, both teams a couple of turnovers thus far. Here's the inbound. Top of the key now. 3-point attempt outside, off the mark. Offensive rebound, and then off the foot and off the head of our very own Tony Williams.
We love you, Tony. Wow, good job. The players even got a kick out of that, man.
That's good. That's wonderful. Man, Tony, he is a trooper, isn't he?
We're going to have to give him combat pay down there.
Osage now with McLaughlin into the front court. McLaughlin to the dish. He's going to put his shoulder down, and he'll finish it.
Letting him play.
That's for sure. He sure did dip the shoulder, but you can get away with it, Chris. Why not?
Yeah. Down to a 1-point game again.
Yeah, a little 8-2 run for Osage here. Ooh. And then a turnover stolen away by Drace. Nice no-look pass to Steen. Steen off the window, and he's going to get called for an offensive foul.
Yeah, good job from the defense down. I believe that was Pogue that took that charge. Good job. Those things hurt.
Oh, no doubt about it.
Takes the charge, keeps the lead intact at 1 point for the Lakers with 1.5 minutes to go here in this first quarter. What a good game so far.
Yeah, I'm not sure Coach Englebrect liked it. From here, looked like the right call. Great defense, got in position. Favorite play in basketball, Chris. Camdenton right back. Going to be deflected off Osage and stay with Camdenton again. That's the call I saw. Officials, a solid game here in the early going. Anytime that I agree with what they did, they're calling a great game.
Absolutely, no doubt about it, man.
Yeah, no free throws here. Leave it to the game. We got Mike Heitman on the set.
All right.
Off the glass, offensive rebound for Robinson, puts it in.
Wow.
Man, he's been impressive.
6 points for Robin so far.
And it's going to be a foul on Camdenton. I said, Chris, all the free throws we've had this season, in that first game, we got Mike Heitman sitting here. We haven't had a single trip to the Mike Heitman State Farm Insurance Red Zone. Boy, it will come.
That last game we did in Versailles, there were about 3,000 free throws.
Felt like it, didn't it?
Wow.
So just 1:17 left here in the opening quarter, 17-14. Camdenton out in front. Stecklin now will hold. Picks up his dribble and has Cordula. Cordula on top for Drace. Drace, he'll pull up from inside the arch, and that's going to be pulled down. That's Stewart all the way and finishes. Nice body control, back to a 5-point Camdenton lead. Stecklin now for Osage. Into the lane, and they're going to say on the floor. Stecklin may have gotten bailed out there. 19-14, 45 seconds to go. Osage with the ball on the baseline.
And we'd like to thank some of our great sponsors: Central Ozarks Medical Center, Millard Family Chapels, Slumberland Furniture, Mike Heitman, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Phillips Movement Mortgage, and Hy-Vee in Osage Beach.
Stecklin now off the window. Nice job as Robbins jumped over him. Good control. Back to a 3-point game. 30 seconds to go. Camdenton into the front court. That's Stewart with the basketball. Inside to Robbins. Stecklin rejects it. Cordula pulls it down, and he has Alton Drace. Drace now. 15 seconds to go in the opening quarter. He'll hold top of the key. He'll go off the Cordula screen. Outside has his man. That's Faulkner. Faulkner over to Stecklin. He's going to try to back him down, and then back to Faulkner. Into the lane and off the rim, no good. So after 1 quarter of play, Camdenton out in front by the score, 19-16. We'll take this Ozark Homes quarter break and be back after this.
I'm Chris Schneider. You're watching a LakeTV Classic Game of the Week from January 4th, 2022, the annual rivalry game between Camdenton and Osage. Let's get back to the action here on LakeTV's Classic Game of the Week.
And we're back on Lake TV. It's our live game of the week. 1 of 2 games this week. Of course, we'll have the Eldon Mustangs Friday night as they play host to Salem. And tonight's game, our second of the year. 2 hometown teams. Chris, you were excited the student section had sat just in time for them to get back up as we start our second quarter of play. Osage, oh, hello. Osage with the basketball.
What a great start to this game.
Man, I'm telling you, they've been firing. Both teams playing quick. Faulkner now nearly loses the handle. Handoff to Steen. Steen now into the corner. Oh, very nearly lost.
Nice hands.
Childs from the baseline, no go. Pogue with the rebound.
Good defense there.
Anybody get Tony a Tylenol?
Well, after the frantic start to the game, things have finally calmed down. Nice pass.
Yeah, that's Javari Stewart. Great pass inside. And Camdenton back up by 5.
Riley Webster with his first bucket of the game and another steal. Oh, how about that?
Interesting sequence, and Stewart gets fouled. Javari Stewart with the offensive rebound. And so we have our first trip to the Mike Heitman State Farm Insurance charity stripe as Javari Stewart will shoot a pair.
Yeah, and Javari's played pretty strong here so far in this first half. And remember, Osage jumped out to a 6-0 lead. Since then, Camdenton has pretty much dominated here.
Yeah, since that point in time, it's been a 21-10 run for Camdenton. They've been able to build this 5-point lead. First free throw off the mark for Stewart. He has one more.
I think that was the first free throw of the game, wasn't it?
It was indeed.
Oh. There you go.
And the second one for Stewart is hit from the Mike Heitman State Farm Insurance charity stripe. 6-point lead here for Camdenton. McLaughlin, top of the key. He has Drace. Drace back to McLaughlin, little two-man game. Great effort, crossed the board. Picked up by Faulkner and scores. Great effort and determination for the Indians. 4-point game now. Here's a deflection. That one's taken by Grant Steen. The other way, off the glass, just short, pulled down by Faulkner on the offensive rebound. Osage, little energy here.
Yeah, good job.
And they're going to get McLaughlin for the turnover as he walked with the basketball.
That was a good little series, though, for Osage. Good, strong defense, got a couple of turnovers, and Faulkner in specific really leading the way on that one. And here we go with full court pressure.
6:19 here to go in the first half. We have our Millard Family Chapel's halftime show. We'll talk with Mike Heitman from State Farm Insurance. Entry pass off the mark, no good. Osage with the basketball as it goes out of play. This time off Tommy McKelway.
Yeah, a nice little play. Had a little chippy down there that he missed. Should have been an easy bucket for the Lakers.
Grant Steen from outside for three. Had a bunny right there. As far as he's concerned, no go. Faulkner, offensive rebound and putback. The junior Will Faulkner. He's been the engine that could for Osage in the last 3 series.
Yeah, he's got 4 points in the last couple of minutes,
including a steal and assist on the other basket. He has really been a lift, or given a lift to the Indians here.
Lakers taking their time, trying to slow this thing down a little bit.
That one's very nearly turned over, but Drace, although pleading his case, goes off of him. Camdenton maintains possession. Oscar Robbins back in the game.
And again, thanks to some of our sponsors, the O'Sullivan Bruce Group, Ozark Homes, our Vet at the Lake, Serdike Yamaha, SRG Financial Advisors, LakeExpo.com, and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
Caden Cowall goes in the land of big. He does get the shot swatted, but McLaughlin going to get called for the foul. And so Cowall's going to head to the Mike Heitman State Farm Insurance charity stripe for a pair.
Aaron Pogue leading the way so far for Camdenton. He's got 7. Oscar Robbins has 6. Both McLaughlin and Drace have 6 for Osage.
First free throw is good for Cowall. Caden Cowall, the junior, his first minutes tonight, and he attacks the basket and makes a trip to the Mike Heitman State Farm Insurance charity stripe. See if he can hit both here. And he will. Has that soft touch and hits a pair. Camdenton up 4. Faulkner to the glass off the top of the board. Basket will not count. It was off the top of the backboard. Bet you couldn't hit that shot again if you tried. Oh my.
Yeah, it's like trying to play horse with Larry Bird or something there.
So Faulkner's going to head to the Mike Heitman State Farm Insurance charity stripe for a pair. 4-point Camdenton lead as Faulkner comes up just a little short on the first. You're going to get another look there.
Oh, wow. That was pretty amazing. Nice replay there from the O'Sullivan Bruce Group.
Yeah, that's not easy. Free throw off the mark, and Faulkner comes in and almost steals it, but man, he's quick, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Good, tough defense back there from the Indians in the backcourt. The Lakers breaking the press here, bringing it up. Good job. Almost threw it away there.
And then they did. And then Osage did.
That ball must be buttered up because they're having a hard time hanging on to it. Looks like they're giving it to the Lakers. It looked like it went off the Lakers. That's what Coach E's yelling about over there. Nice inbounds.
Then Camdenton with the bunny. The official was too busy arguing with the coach to even watch the play. 6-point Camdenton lead. And they're going to say foul was on the floor. That's going to be the 5th Camdenton team foul. Drace cuts the basket. 4:49 left here. And during our Millard Family Chapels, as I told you, we'll talk with Mike Heitman from State Farm Insurance. We're going to talk about first-time car purchasers looking to get that insurance. Cordula, strong move. Little short on it. Still a 6-point Camdenton lead. And here come the Lakers.
Nice, quick, up court, open shot.
Off the glass, the bank is open. Christensen hits that. It's the largest Camdenton lead tonight. Then an Osage turnover. Camdenton looking for more, and they'll score it. 11 points. That's going to be a timeout by the Osage Indians. It's a 7-0 Camdenton run. We'll take this Ozark Homes timeout break and be right back after this. And we'll get another look here. Off the glass.
How about that?
Good.
I wonder if he called that.
Then the turnover and the little jump shot. Kyle Christensen back-to-back baskets. How about that? He had the 3 off the glass, then gets the steal and the jumper. So it's an 11-point Camdenton lead here. 4:20 left in the first half. Osage, they need to finish out this first half on a real high note, Chris, because they're here at home. They got off to a strong start, but it's been 31-14, the scoring margin since Osage jumped out to that 6-0 lead.
Yeah, it was 19-16 Camdenton after the first quarter, and the Lakers have pulled away here midway through this second quarter.
Dranks now into the front court. Guarded by Stewart, and then gives it to Steen. Steen to McLaughlin off the glass. He'll be fouled by Robbins, and he'll head to the Mike Heitman State Farm Insurance charity stripe for a pair. And if you're Osage, you're just fine with going to the free throw line, but you have to hit 0 for 2 here in the early going.
McLaughlin with 6 points in the game, all in the first quarter.
So not the start Osage was looking for after leading 6-0. McLaughlin, his second attempt, and all 4 missed. And look at Cordula. He is battling in there. Inside, that's going to be stolen away by McLaughlin.
Wow, he is fast.
Glides through the air and hits. He kind of looks like a gazelle running up and down the court. My goodness.
Yeah, kind of like Wild Will in his playing days.
That's greatness. Stewart now inside to Robbins. Never put that ball on the deck. He turns it over, and here comes Drace and the Indians. Drace into the lane off the glass, and good.
Nice drive.
Osage a little life here, back to a 7-point game. And a timeout from Coach Campbell. So with 3:23, 31-24, Camdenton leads Osage. We'll take this Ozark Homes timeout. And we are back here. Camdenton out in front on tonight's game of the week. Our first of 2 games of the week this week. Camdenton 31, Osage 24. Been a game of runs tonight so far, Chris, as basketball so often is. But that's really been the storyline tonight.
Man, I love this rivalry. You know, you've got a pretty much a full house over here. A lot of Laker fans have come across town, and the student section from Osage hasn't hardly sat down yet.
Yeah, much to your dismay.
I know.
In the lane, that one's swatted, then pulled down. They're going to get McLaughlin for a blocking foul. I think Brock McLaughlin and this official down here kind of got a little bit of a rivalry going.
They don't like each other.
I don't think so.
I'm really impressed with Riley Webster for the Lakers so far. He's a hard-nosed player down there, going and getting some of those balls.
Yeah, he's been tough. He's hit a couple tough ones inside now. Pogue on the deck. Cordula with the swat. And then Cordula, the defensive rebound, and he's getting nailed. Finds Drace. Has Cordula now. Hits McLaughlin. Into the lane. McLaughlin floats up there, a little short. And off of Osage goes back to Camdenton. Cordula, nice little series there, though.
Yep.
So Osage pressures here. Down 7, still early in the first half. There's a deflection. Cordula, another steal, and JP Cordula, he's had a nice little second quarter here for the Indians.
Yeah, and again, good hands, just deflect those balls, create those turnovers, and that, again, has been the Lakers' biggest problem all season. They average 24 turnovers a game.
Cordula now to the rack, and he finishes. JP Cordula. About that, back to a 5-point game. Osage runs off 6 in a row. And I'm impressed with JP Cordula, Chris.
Yeah, that was his first bucket of the game, but he does so many things that helps this Indians team, and they're back within 5.
Yeah, these last 2 minutes, we've called his name 5 or 6 times. Out there, some hard-earned minutes. Little floater off the glass and strong. Offensive board pulled down, and then battling Drace with the steal. Drace to the rack, off the rim, and it will count. And one. Alton Drace, are you serious? Wow.
That was a strong drive and a good layup to get. He gets to go as he gets fouled. And don't look now, but Osage within 3.
How about that as Drace heads to the Mike Eichmann State Farm Insurance charity stripe for a chance at the good old-fashioned three-point play.
Minute 33 left in this first half. And the Indians right back in it. It looked like they might be in trouble there, but they have come right back.
And Drace converts, and it's a 2-point game. Osage 9 in a row, and we said they needed to finish these last couple minutes strong, and they have.
Lakers need to take care of the ball. That lead down to 2 points.
Pogue from outside for 3. Strong, and Drace pulls it down. Looking for McLaughlin. What an entry pass. Oh, baby. He finds his man. That's Hunter Graber. And we are tied. Wow.
What a back and forth game we've had. The Lakers trying to calm it down and get back in control of this.
A deep 3 off the mark. Pogue tries to pull it down. Great effort. And I'll tell you what, Drace has come on, hasn't he? Oh,
look at this pass. Looks like we're back on the football field.
He hits one of his favorite targets, yep. Hunter Graber, man. Unbelievable.
Graber,
wow.
Great receiver on the football team. Of course, McLaughlin, the quarterback.
About a 3 right here, and that's long. Pulled down from Graber. And then foul.
We are tied, and Osage with the ball with a chance to regain the lead with 39 seconds left in the first half.
Don't forget about him all the way down the court. McLaughlin with the offensive rebound, and he'll head to the Mike Eichmann State Farm Insurance charity stripe.
Wow, what a nice comeback for these Osage Indians in the last 4 minutes. And we're tied now. The Indians can take the lead.
33 seconds left. They're on an 11-0 run, looking to extend that. McLaughlin off again. He's 0 for 3 from the Mike Eichmann State Farm Insurance charity stripe tonight.
Wow. There you go.
And that one's good. Osage now with the lead. 32-31, and they have not led since they were up 6-0, and Camdenton started that run.
Full court pressure. Lakers, again, got to take care of the ball. That's what's causing them problems.
Woo. Nice finish. Jabari Stewart with the answer. Puts Camdenton back up. 17 seconds left. Osage may hold for one shot here. 33-32. Your score. Camdenton has it. Very nearly turned over, and is. Drace turns it over. Graber now. And then McLaughlin gets it taken out of his hands by his own head coach. 1 second left. Wow.
Wow is right. 33-32, the Lakers with a 1-point lead. 1 second left in the half. Can you get a shot off in 1 second?
Yes, you can. You just need .3. We'll see if they're able. Inside, it will count if it goes, and no good. Nice attempt from Jackson Basham. So at the half, your score, 33-32. Camdenton out in front. We'll have our Millard Family Chapel's halftime show. Don't miss it, as we'll be joined later in the halftime show by Mike Heitman from State Farm Insurance. We'll be back after this.
I'm Chris Schneider. You're watching a LakeTV Classic Game of the Week. It's the 2022 basketball season's annual rivalry game between the Lakers and Indians, Camdenton and Osage. Let's get back to the action here on LakeTV's Classic Game of the Week.
And we are back on Lake TV. Always a treat. I'll tell you what, Mike Heitman is such a giving individual. He's on the board for the CADV, and he's so involved with so many different organizations. He's very involved with the Kids Harbor, and he's a big supporter of Lake TV's. We appreciate him, and I'll tell you, he'll take good care of you when it comes to your insurance needs.
He is greatness. Great sponsor on Lake TV.
There's going to be a off Osage, they say, so not a turnover. He had 10 turnovers in the first half for Camdenton, 8 for Osage, and I guarantee you I missed a plethora.
Yeah, it's tough to keep up with all of that, even if we could see it.
On the floor for 2. That's a good jump shooter and hits. This time it's Riley Webster. Back the other way, Grant Steen now with it.
Riley has 4 points in the game now.
Alton Drace from deep, and he splashes it home. The first 3-point basket of the evening for Osage. Webster back the other way. Tries to body it up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Childs.
Nice
and he
steal.
turns it over. Pogue into the lane. Wow. I mean, that was impressive. He did everything but fall off Camdenton. Osage gets it. Tied 35-35 here in the early going.
Pogue needed that to go, too. He's got 7 points in the game, but all 7 of those points came in the first quarter.
Yeah, he slowed down a little bit. He sure got off to a hot start. McLaughlin topped the key. He has Stecklin. Stecklin now puts it on the deck. Back out to McLaughlin. Pump fake into the lane has Drace, and he'll be swatted and then thrown into the lane. Picked up by Steen. Boy, getting sloppy here. Has Drace. Drace over to McLaughlin. Puts it on the deck. Webster, really good defense on McLaughlin.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with that Webster kid tonight.
Stecklin to Steen. Steen crossover. Camdenton defending well on the perimeter.
Nice defense. All tied up.
McLaughlin over to Steen. Steen will hold, put it on the deck, left hand, ball fake, little move, and then he gets hit in the face. It's going to be a shooting foul. And ahead of the Mike Heitman State Farm Insurance charity stripe is Grant Steen.
You know what? We've had a game of runs here. Osage started out fast, looked like they might run away with it. Then Camdenton came back strong, looked like they might run away with it. And here we have a 1-point game.
First free throw is good from Steen. Osage back out in front. Second free throw good. .605 left here in the third quarter. Pressure now for Osage. McLaughlin almost gets called. It's a 10-second violation. Turnover on Camdenton. Osage. Great defense. I thought McLaughlin might get called, and that official is the one he's been going round and round with all night. I was like, if he calls him for a foul here, Coach Englebrect better get him.
Boy, Coach, he was really pleased with that call, too.
Drace. Fouled on the floor. Shot doesn't count, so Osage maintains possession. Yeah, I think Coach E was as happy as I've seen him since joining the Osage district, man. He was fired up with that defensive effort.
Yes, he was.
As a coach, those effort plays are what do get you going. Your kid takes a charge, unselfish extra pass. 10-second violation. All effort defensively.
You know, one thing I like about basketball, better than football, is you get to see these kids without the helmet.
Three-pointer off the mark. Steen couldn't hit. Yeah, you don't get to see him in football without that helmet unless you get him interviewed afterwards. And there's your boy. He hits now as Pogue back in the score column. Tied at 37. Drace in the lane, going to get called for a travel. Turnover.
Tied at 37. This game might come down to who turns the ball over the least.
You know what I love right there? Coach Englebrect knew that was a bad call. Saw Drace didn't like it. He just looked at him and said, okay. Clapped his hands and said, okay.
Yep.
That's great way to lead by example. And you're going to get a foul here on Steen. Good move to the basket, Kyle Christensen. And the senior heads to Mike Heitman, State Farm Insurance charity stripe for a pair and a tie ball game. These are going to get awful important here.
Yeah. So Christensen has 5 points in the game, all in the first half. This will be his first free throw of the night.
And he hits it.
Wow, he drilled it from the Mike Heitman State Farm charity stripe. I want to say red zone, but you know, hey.
Yeah, I did that last year, and I've still not been let to forget about it.
Boom.
Impressive. Kyle Christensen hits a pair. Drace now into the front court, being defended by Christensen, and he gets called for a check foul. Then a little yakking going on.
Christensen's a strong kid, boy. I tell you, that foul just stood him up.
Man, how's Coach Englebrect have such strong joints? You think you could sit like that a whole? I couldn't sit like that for 2 minutes.
Shoot, I get down there, I'd be there for a while.
All that guy must eat is glucosamine.
He's in good shape.
He's unbelievable, man, and he is very enjoyable to talk the game of basketball with. Outside, three-pointer on the way by Childs, no good. Pulled down by McLaughlin. Little ball fake in the lane, a little bounce pass back on top to Drace. Drace now into the lane, no look pass to Stecklin. Stecklin from three, couldn't hit. That would have sent this place into a frenzy. Childs takes it away and scores.
Wow, Childs was the only Indian amongst about 4 Lakers, and he came away with it.
That was an impressive effort right there. Pogue from three, no good. Drace, Skies couldn't get it. Offensive rebound here for Camdenton. And then they're going to get a foul here on Osage.
There's a nice no-look pass there. Too bad they couldn't get the shot to go, but look at that. He's surrounded by 3 Lakers, comes away with it and puts it in.
Took it right away from essentially 2 Lakers.
Yeah.
So after the foul, Lakers maintain possession here. Stewart into the front court. Stewart gets it stolen from Steen. Steen the other way. Off the glass and one. How about Grant Steen with that one?
Very nice steal, drive, layup, and the foul. I tell you what, Stewart is a really nice young player for Camdenton, but he turns the ball over a lot. He's got to learn to take better care of that. That was just a sloppy pass that got stolen.
Drace completes the and one for the Mike Heitman State Farm Insurance charity stripe. Osage now out in front by 3. Looking to push are the Lakers. Cooper Barrett now holds on to it. Osage end man here, back over to Barrett. And a tough shot, he finishes.
Nice shot from
Drace
Barrett.
has it now as Osage leads by 1. 3:45 left to go in the third.
What a great game. 1-point game again.
McLaughlin, little crossover into the lane. No call on the contact, and McLaughlin complaining no call. Behind the back from Pogue. Pull up, almost gets that to go. Pulled down by Faulkner, and he'll be fouled. Headed the other way.
Good rebound from Faulkner. Boy, Pogue's a good-looking player, but he's been fairly quiet since that first quarter. 9 points in the game, but he had a good open look there. He just couldn't get it to go down.
Here's a young man that really gave the Indians a boost in that second quarter when they needed it. J.P. Cordula, also in there for them, Will Faulkner. two players that are juniors and really high effort, high energy guys. Here's Drace from three, off the mark, no good, pulled down by Steen. And then he'll be fouled on the floor, Hunter Graber. So 3:07 to go. Osage up 42-41. Camdenton 16 fouls. So Osage will shoot free throws the rest of this game.
Wow, couldn't ask for anything more than that if you're an Indian. And in a tight game like that, if you can hit the free throws, that's usually the difference in the game.
Faulkner throws it into Drace. Cordula with the screen. Drace from 15 foot, no good. Pulled down by guess who? Faulkner. It's swatted, then off Graber. Ahead to Robbins. Robbins, good hesitation, and scores. Camdenton back out in front.
Robbins' first hoop since the first quarter, and he was dominant in that first quarter.
Drace gets fouled, and he'll shoot 1-and-1 as he heads the Mike Heitman State Farm Insurance charity stripe, and that's so big, Chris. 2:37 left in the third quarter, and the rest of this half, Osage in the bonus.
Yeah, like I say, if they can hit these, I mean, that could be the difference in the ball game.
Well, so far in this third quarter, they're a perfect 3 for 3 after going just 2 of 7 in the first half. Drace hits it and earns a second. Since about the 4-minute mark in the second quarter, Osage has been firing, Chris.
Yes, they have.
And Drace hits another from the Mike Heitman State Farm Insurance charity stripe. Osage back out in front for our 319th lead change.
Big seesaw battle here in the second half. Just what you would want from these two teams.
Robbins inside, little hook. Oh! Yes, sir, that is Oscar Robinson.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
That kid is gonna be good. He's good right now. He's a sophomore.
Oscar Robbins, unreal with the little hook shot, and he puts it home. Camdenton back out in front. Drace in the lane, great pass to Graber. Graber a little too far under the rim. Robbins with the rebound, and here come the Lakers. Three from the corner, no good. Pogue very nearly pulled it down. And here come the Indians.
Oh!
Drace into the lane, and gonna be a blocking foul against Webster.
He got away with that one because he was out of control coming down that lane.
For sure. No doubt about it. That is probably not, you see that Robbins hook shot.
I tell you what, I think the Robbins has been the best player on the court at times tonight. That kid is good.
Drace back to Mike Heitman State Farm Insurance charity stripe where he just hit a pair, and then he misses the first of two here. Of course, he also had that and one he converted just minutes ago, so he's coming on strong.
Missed them both.
Yeah, misses a pair, so the ball doesn't lie. I think Webster happy to get that rebound after that foul he was called for. He thought he got the charge, and I'd have to agree with them. Nothing hurt, both free throws missed. Here comes Camdenton.
Yeah. And the Lakers have a really tough schedule this year because they're in that Ozark Conference.
Bad entry pass, nice hands from J.P. Cordula, who gets his third steal of the game in limited minutes. Drake's got to be careful, that arm out there. They'll call that. Steen now. Cordula, top of the key, holds it, puts it on the deck. Ball fake, back outside to Faulkner. Into the lane to Graber. Still in, good save from Drace. 1:05 left in the third. Drace little step back over to Cordula. Little ball fake for Cordula. Great bounce pass. Graber blocked initially by Pogue, then gets it right back and scores. How about the pass from Cordula, Chris?
Wow, nice. That was good defense from Camdenton.
It really was.
Osage was patient and found it, got it done.
Faulkner gets called for the foul. They're going to get him with a check foul. Got some arm, but look at that pass.
Nice.
Nice block from Pogue, but good effort. Graber, he wouldn't give up on it. Hunter Graber, we loved him on the gridiron, Chris, and now get to see him out here on the hardwood.
Yeah, great receiver on the football field and good basketball player too. Great athleticism. 1 point lead for Osage. Camdenton with the ball.
Yeah, we've gone back and forth, and we're just getting started.
Oh.
Going to get another foul. So now these fouls are going to start trying to even them up a little bit. It was 8-2 prior to these last 2 foul calls. So Camdenton, they played pretty tough. Now they're giving Osage an extra point. So 47-45 actually your score at this point. 36 seconds to go. 3-point attempt outside off the mark. And McLaughlin pulls it down. Camdenton 0 for 5 in this quarter from deep.
Yeah, they have really cooled down. They had a hot stretch in that first half.
McLaughlin all the way to the rack and misses the bunny.
Yes, he did.
And then they're going to get McLaughlin for the foul call.
He got hit in the mouth there. Nice job from Christensen to go over and see if he was okay. I don't think McLaughlin wanted any part of that.
Nah. Yeah, he plays with a chip on his shoulder. Chris, he's not the kind of guy that wants to hold your hand and sing church songs on the bench between plays. I mean, he plays with a lot of intensity, and I'm telling you what, he's an impressive player. Entry pass, Graber with the steal.
Yeah, not a good pass there, but nice try from Robbins to get to that one.
Faulkner now trying to beat the press. Has McLaughlin, who pulls up from deep at the buzzer. Doesn't get it, so after 3, Camdenton and Osage your score. The Indians 47, the Lakers 45. We'll take this Ozark Homes quarter break and be back on Lake TV.
I'm Chris Schneider. You're watching a Lake TV Classic Game of the Week from January 4th, 2022, the annual rivalry game between Camdenton and Osage. Let's get back to the action here on Lake TV's Classic Game of the Week. What a great third quarter that was. Back and forth all the way, and here you got Osage sitting on a 2-point lead going to the final quarter here.
Man, I'll tell you what, the big stats for me in that third quarter, Chris, were Osage 6 offensive rebounds. They also shot 6 of 7 from the free throw line, and they did hit their first 3. So solid performance from them, and Camdenton playing tough ride with them. We're going to have one come down to the wire. McLaughlin with the turnover to start the fourth.
Yeah, that was not a good entry pass. Nice turnover for the Lakers and a chance to tie it up or take the lead here early in the fourth.
Three-point attempt off the mark, pulled down by Robbins. Bounce pass over. Nice job keeping it alive here by Robbins.
Yeah.
We talked about him all night.
My goodness, this guy is a star in the making.
Speaking of which, inside, look at that move. Little strong, pulled down by Cordula.
It was a tough shot, good move, but just a little too far out of control there.
Dane DePay now in the game, and here's Faulkner working around Cordula top the key. Has McLaughlin. Very nearly loses it. And Osage going to call a timeout. Smart usage of the timeout from Englebrect. So we'll take this Ozark Homes timeout break. And we welcome you back to Lake TV's Game of the Week. Of course, we've got another one this week for you. Friday will be in Eldon for Salem and the Mustangs.
Yeah.
Should kick off around 7:15, or tip off, I should say. Man, it's hard to get rid of that football jargon into the basketball season.
I know. What a great game. This is going to be Lake TV Classic Game of the Week at some point if it stays like this.
Man, McLaughlin's having a hard time holding on to the ball.
Yeah, he is.
Pass to Drace, and Drace, nice athletic play to save it. That's off Camdenton and will stay with the Indians.
That ball, I tell you what, both teams having a hard time with turnovers tonight. It's almost like the ball is slick. You know that's not the case, but yeah, they're having a hard time hanging on to it.
Camdenton so far with 17 turnovers, Osage with 13. Steen will head to the Mike Heitman State Farm Insurance charity stripe for a pair. And after a rough start for the Indians, they started 2 for 7 from the free throw line in the first half, and they went 5 of 6 the last quarter, so that was pretty solid.
Nice. I tell you what, they have the free throw advantage. They need to take advantage of these free shots. Have a great chance to win this game. Good rebound there.
Made the first, missed the second. Pulled down by Christensen, and here come the Lakers. Nice pass out of nowhere. Oh, nice pass to Christensen by Kowal. Outside Pope. Off the mark, no good. Pulled down, and Faulkner all over the place. And they're going to give the timeout to Camdenton as Christensen makes a valiant effort. So a 6:23 will take this Ozark Homes timeout. Tomorrow, 8 a.m., 1 p.m., 8 p.m., catch Cup of Coffee with Will and Chris. Brand new episode this week. Debuts tomorrow at 8 a.m. Should be a good one.
That is a great show every week. I mean, and we focus on what's going on at the lake. Lake news, lake stories, lake sports. That is greatness.
Who put on more weight for the holiday season?
Over 1 million viewers in the last year for that show.
Yeah, I think we're going to end up after our first 52 at about 1.2 million.
Wow.
So Camdenton down 3, 6 minutes and some change remaining. Christensen top of the key. He has Kowal. Kowal back over to Pope. Pope gets it poked away and stolen away. And here come the Indians.
Another turnover for the Lakers.
And then Osage with a turnover. Wow. That's got to be... I'll tell you what, McLaughlin's been off his game in the second half.
Yes, he has.
Pope gets it blocked, pulled down. McLaughlin. Good hustle along with Robbins, and they get tied up. Camdenton maintains possession on the possession arrow. Really good jump there by McLaughlin to get a hand on it, and Robbins wasn't about to give way to the senior.
Oscar Robbins, just a sophomore. He's number 14 there for Camdenton. I'm telling you what, this kid is going to be something special.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, Chris. He really is.
Nice pass.
Faulkner. Across in the lane.
Nice catch.
Robbins very nearly does that thing, and he'll head to the Mike Heitman State Farm Insurance charity stripe for a pair. But just as we're singing his praises, strong move in the post with the footwork. And then able to...
And the ability to go catch that pass. That wasn't a great pass in traffic, and he goes and gets it.
He ought to be a tight end on the football team.
My goodness.
First free throw off the mark from the Mike Heitman State Farm Insurance charity stripe.
That was his first free throw of the night. He's got 10 points for the game. 6 in the first quarter. He had 4 there in the third.
Second one on the wing, and Robbins doesn't get the bounce, unfortunately for him. And Stecklin with the rebound. He gives it to Drace. 5:30 left in the game.
Indians up by 3 here. Looking for more.
Yeah, no doubt. They're not ready to go away at being the Indians. They want to keep scoring the basketball. Steen from 3. Outside he hits. I'm telling you, do not let him heat up from outside. Grant Steen is one of the purest shooters in the gym. Maybe the purest.
That was a big shot.
With the answer from Christensen, no. Nice rebound, pulled down, and then Stecklin turns it over.
Big steal there for the Lakers to get it back.
Huge, knocked away by Faulkner, stays with the Lakers. Yeah, but that is huge effort right there.
Steen,
otherwise...
Boy. He's got a sweet shot, doesn't he?
I mean, it's just so pure, Chris.
Yeah.
Not real high. The form is perfect, though.
Kind of reminds me of your shot.
Hey, you know I got that sweet stroke from outside. I'll tell you, pretty special shooter back in my day.
Yeah.
Of course, it was always on NBA 2K on the Xbox, but the Lakers now, 4:40 left. Webster.
Nice.
Inside to Robbins. Robbins is stuffed by guess who? Brock McLaughlin.
Nice block.
McLaughlin outside to Steen, tries to feed the hot hand. Little floater in the lane, and he gets it to go. Grant Steen. I got to tell you, I've been hard on him tonight. Little turnover. Faulkner now up, and he'll head to the Mike Heitman State Farm Insurance charity stripe. And look at Coach Englebrect.
Wow,
he is fired up.
Yes, he is. I tell you what, he got blown out at Camdenton last year, and he was looking for some revenge tonight. And right now, with 4:15 to go in this game, his Indians up by 8.
Huge. We'll take a commercial after this timeout. We'll be back on Lake TV. As we welcome you back, it's Faulkner at the Mike Heitman State Farm Insurance charity stripe. Will Faulkner, the junior, misses the first. And tell you what, neither team shot real well from the free throw line tonight.
Nope. Grant Steen has outscored Camdenton 6-0 in this fourth quarter.
Faulkner now adds to it with the free one. So it is a 9-point Osage lead, their largest lead of the game. Pogue into the lane, he gets it right back.
They needed that.
No doubt, back to a 7-point game, 4 minutes remaining. McLaughlin will push up to Steen. Steen over to Drace.
Lakers need to force a few turnovers, down by 7 here.
Steen in the lane. Good handles, man. Faulkner all the way, and he's going to get fouled by Webster, I believe. So Will Faulkner, he's been a ball of energy for Coach Englebrect in this game, and he'll head to the Mike Heitman State Farm Insurance charity stripe for a pair.
Yep, back to the free throw line, and this fourth quarter has been a disaster for the Lakers offensively. Just 2 points, and we're over midway through this fourth quarter.
Man, from the free throw line, it's been atrocious so far. Another miss. Faulkner, 3:40 left. That's Camdenton's only hope, is that they miss some free throws. That's going to be an offensive rebound. Alton Drace to the lane and good. Wow.
That was a sweet move to the bucket.
Yeah, he wanted it more than every Laker on the court. He wanted that basketball. Poe, great move to the lane, and he finishes. Man, that was an impressive finish.
It was.
And then he gets the deflection, and it's going to be Osage basketball. Pogue with the deflection. Good hands. Let's get another look at it.
Look at that sweet drive there from Drace. I've got him for 21 points. The scoreboard here's got him for 17. I think they missed 4 points on that.
I'm sure they did. Andrew says they actually normally are spot on, so he said it's probably us.
Well, and that's probably true.
Faulkner with the handles into the lane. Little floater, almost gets it to go. Rebound pulled down by Barrett. Camdenton, if they want to do it, they're going to need a basket here.
Yes, they are.
And they're going to get Faulkner riding Barrett. That's going to be the 7th team foul, and Barrett heads to the Mike Heitman State Farm Insurance charity stripe for the front end of a 1-and-1. Clock is stopped. If he hits a pair, back to a 5-point game, Chris.
That was a ticky-tack foul. They haven't been calling those all night, but it gives Camdenton a chance to take a breath. Exactly 3 minutes left in the game, down by 7, and they're going to need to hit these free throws, start climbing back in, get a few turnovers.
First free throw is good. Now, I think the reason you see that foul, officials want to establish the way they're going to call this down the stretch, because you know it's a close game late in the fourth quarter. They don't want the physicality to get out of hand, so they're trying to establish, hey, do not be riding them with your body. Use your feet. Second free throw miss, pulled down by Stecklin.
Good
Osage, 6-point rebound. Drace now very nearly over the timeline. Keeps it now, has Stecklin in the corner.
Yeah, the Lakers trying to up the pressure a little bit more as this clock ticking away. Time is not in their favor.
Steen loses it off the handle, picked up and hit. Nice job by Cooper Barrett. Great hustle for the Lakers, man. It's a 4-point ball game, 2:20 left in the game.
They're right back in it. Here's that heavy pressure again.
And Drace just turns it over. Oh, they're going to say it's off Drace. Great defense.
Yep.
And look at Faulkner right there.
Diving for that, and then he finds the open man. Good job.
Man, I'll tell you, Will Faulkner, that's Tommy Mecolier, 6'2" junior. Faulkner's with Osage, of course, but that was a heck of a play. Steen, 3 from the corner.
Whoa.
Off the mark. Gets his own rebound after a couple of deflections. 3 on the way. McLaughlin, not necessarily the shot you want.
Nope, not a smart shot at that point.
Not with 2 minutes to go, up 4. In the lane, nice rebound. Oh, Steen nearly traveled. Childs with the rebound, got it to him. He's fortunate. Now it's Drace. Minute 45 left is your situation. Both teams, 2 timeouts remaining. Drace in the lane, little floater. Off the mark, pulled down by Pogue. Pogue ahead, he's got his man. Nice handles. He gets fouled, does Javari Stewart. Great hands to go up and catch that, bring it down. He'll head to the Mike Keichman State Farm Insurance charity stripe for a pair. And needless to say, this is a big pair of free throws.
Yeah, nice pass down the court to get that quick drive going there. And these are some huge free throws for Mr. Stewart.
He hits the first. Ice in his veins, huh?
Yeah, that was nothing but net there, and they need that. If he hits that, hits this, they're back within 2 points. Sweet.
And he does the second, as sweet as the first, from the Mike Keichman State Farm Insurance charity stripe. McLaughlin, 1:30 left, has in the front court. Goes all the way, off the glass and good. Big basket there from the senior leader.
First bucket of the second half for McLaughlin.
And it's a big one. Puts him back up 4. Off the glass. Good finish on the rebound. Cooper Barrett, the junior.
Wow.
And Camdenton calls the timeout as Coach Campbell wants it. So with 1:10 left, 58-56, Osage out in front will take this. Ozark Holmes timeout. So as we welcome you back, we'll get another look here. Just great effort here by Barrett. Left hand, little short. Barrett all over the glass, puts it up, and 21. That would mean you're tipped. You're back to 11. Yeah. Unless you're under 11, you're back to 0.
I'll tell you what, Cooper Barrett has come alive in this fourth quarter. He had 6 points the first 3 quarters. He's got 5 in the fourth quarter alone. He has helped bring the Lakers back within 2 points with 1:10 to go. We could be looking at overtime.
Could be. Here's Osage, 2-point lead and the ball. 1:05 left. Grant Steen in the backcourt now crosses the timeline. Officially under a minute to go here. Good defense put on by Christensen. McLaughlin tries to keep his handles. Little ball fake, little pull up. Jay gets it from about 8 foot.
Huge.
2 big shots for Brock McLaughlin the last 2 possessions. And now he comes up with the steal. Ahead to Steen. Steen very wisely pulls it out. And he finds McLaughlin. Baseline. Off the glass and good. Brock McLaughlin says, it's time for me to take over. Camdenton down 6, stolen away by Drace. And the Lakers self-implode in the final 45 seconds of this one. The Osage senior leaders step up in a big way. Can you say enough about Brock McLaughlin the last 3 possessions?
Wow, he has come alive. He's got 6 points in the fourth quarter. All of them just down the stretch here in the last couple of minutes. 15 points for the game. He has been key for these Indians.
Unbelievable. Hasn't been his best game. Hasn't gotten the calls. But even without hitting his shots, Chris, comes down and says, I'm taking these shots, and hits 3 big ones down the stretch. Drace from the Mike Keichman State Farm Insurance charity stripe. Clutch as well. A great job by Grant Steen to pull it back out and burn some clock instead of attack. Free throw, the second one missed right here by Drace. So Camdenton. Poe in the lane. McLaughlin gets called for the foul. Love to see the sportsmanship there.
Yeah, that is greatness. Love to see that.
A little easier to be excited when you score the last 6 points over a course of a minute. Man, McLaughlin is so athletic. Unbelievable.
But the final minute, the Indians pull away to get this huge win.
Oh, the first free throw is good on the front end, so he'll earn a second. Would you dare try to miss this and hit a 3 to pull it to a 1-possession game if you're talented enough?
Yeah, if you're talented enough.
I'd be trying to miss. He nails it, does Pogue. So with 7 seconds left, Osage running out the clock. Steen will be fouled with 3 seconds remaining.
Steen's had a good game, too, in a very strong fourth quarter. Remember, he scored the first 6 points of this fourth quarter for Osage to help them pull away early in this quarter.
So 63-58 Indeed, you saw Steen, you saw McLaughlin, and you saw Drace. The factors down the stretch late in this one as Grant Steen hits the first from the Mike Heitman State Farm Insurance charity stripe. Osage, they will improve to 6-3 their next 4 games right here at home. An opportunity to make a little run here for the Indians. Christensen, full court shot, no good. Your final from Osage, the Indians 65, the Lakers 58. We'll take this commercial break and be back with our Slumberland at the Lake postgame show. And we're back here on the Slumberland at the Lake postgame show. A thrilling ball game tonight. Osage pulls it out. Coach Englebrect, what'd you think of that one, man?
You said it. It was a thrilling game. Brock made some huge plays down the stretch, and that's why he's standing with us right now.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Coach, early on you guys got out to that 6-0 start. Looked like you guys might run them out of the gym. They sure answered. Nick got frustrating at times. What was it about your senior leaders down the stretch that really decided we're going to take over and we're going to win this one?
Well, that's what it was. Our seniors decided that they were going to take over. We talked at halftime that we weren't, really happy about our defense in the first half. They turned it up, turned the pressure up a little bit there in the fourth quarter, and we made just enough plays to win.
That's awesome, Coach. Well, congratulations. Now you improved to 6-3. You have a little home stretch here with the next few here at home. How good can this year's team be after seeing them come out with a win tonight?
Well, that's what I told them before we came out. I said we don't want to be average. We want to be good. And to be good, you've got to make the sacrifices, take that extra step in, draw charges. I thought they took a step towards that tonight, so hopefully we can build on tonight's game.
Awesome. Now, one thing before I talk to him myself, it ever seem like when you get a kid like Brock McLaughlin, the officials kind of pick on him because they know how quick he is and how good he is? Seemed like early in the game, Brock did a really nice job of keeping his head because a few of those calls that could have went the other way did not, but he kept his composure and he ended up being the one that had the final say.
Yeah, as a coach, I have a persecution complex anyway, so I think they're always against us. Yeah. So, I want all the calls to go our way. Brock did a good job keeping his head, keeping his composure, and he made some really huge plays down the stretch for us.
Awesome. Well, now it's time to introduce our Mike Heitman, State Farm Insurance Player of the Game. We've done a lot of times on the gridiron. We've done it a few times here on the hardwood. My man, Brock McLaughlin, I'll tell you, that was probably my favorite performance. Wasn't your best game offensively early on, but with the game on the line, you didn't have the hot hand, but you decided you were not going to let your team lose.
Yeah, I've missed practice for about a week and a half, so I'm a little out of shape. Went on vacation, so I just knew that I had to give it my all this game, and it paid off.
Last time you may see this team be in your senior season. Last year they really put it on you. What's it mean in front of this home crowd to beat the Camdenton Lakers?
It means a lot. I don't think we beat them since about 4 or 5 years ago maybe, so it's been a rivalry for as far as I can remember, so it feels good to finally beat them.
So you've been a big mainstay here in this Osage district over your career, not just in basketball, of course, and football. How good do you think this team can be in your final run with the basketball Indians?
I think if we can just improve on our defense and just as a team as a whole and keep our composure, we can be pretty solid.
Brock, man, you have been so much fun to watch. I get at least 2 or 3 more of your games. Can't wait for it. Congratulations. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Brock McLaughlin, tonight's Mike Heitman, State Farm Insurance.
That turned out to be a fun game. The Indians ending their 3-game losing streak to Camdenton with a win. Hardest part of calling that game for William Holt and I was trying to see around all those great Osage fans who stood up the entire game. It was a great atmosphere. Osage would finish that 2022 season with a 15-12 record, losing in the district semifinals. Camdenton, they struggled all year. They finished 3-22. I'm Chris Schneider. Thank you for joining us for this LakeTV Classic Game of the Week. Be sure to join us again next time.